What's up, everybody? Welcome to another edition of the Free Toaster News Pod. I am your host, Carlos Caro. Today I'm gonna fly solo. Nick is on a plane from New York City to San Francisco. We just spent the week, or I spent a couple days in New York at a dinner where I saw Nick, and Nick was there for FinTech Week. So, you got me today. I'm gonna handle today's show a little bit differently. So I'm going to cover 3 stories that came out in this week's newsletter. If you're not familiar with the newsletter, check it out at thefreetoaster.com. We publish every Wednesday, and we curate stories at the intersection of consumer lending, marketing, and technology. And the idea is to give you what we think are the strongest stories that will keep you informed without having to slog through your LinkedIn feed or 10 other newsletters. So hopefully you find that valuable. Before we get into today's stories, I want to thank our sponsors, Fintel Connect, Spinwheel, and Bulldog Media Group. So let's jump right into the stories. I have 3 I want to share with you today. The headline story was from OnePay. They launched their credit builder card, which they're deeming as no deposit, no credit check, no fees. If you've been following OnePay, they have a big partnership with Walmart. Appears they're sourcing a lot, if not all of their customers from Walmart. They have 3 million monthly active users. We reported back in January that they have a $4 billion valuation. That was up from $2.5 billion in 2024. So I'm not super familiar with this card, but to me, what the story is signaling to me is just like a kind of a broader validation of the credit builder space. So you all are probably familiar with the likes of Self, Chime, Current, Kickoff. There's several I can think of in this category that effectively do small lines, small loans, and everyone I talk to has kind of their own points of view, although I think many are cynical with regards to the credit reporting. I think the idea conceptually is that people within files don't always get the benefit from the on-time payments they do make on things like rent and things of that nature. So these credit builder products are designed to report credit activity that may not have otherwise been reported, and then as a result, credit scores go up. I also know plenty of folks in the industry that think that's kind of artificially boosting scores, and I've talked to more than one lender that actually looks for these credit builder trade lines in their underwriting, and they they're thoughtful around what signal they think that puts on like the risk profile of the user. So again, I think the industry is kind of split maybe on how they view these, but Walmart launching a product in partnership with OnePay is definitely big leagues, and signals to me that the category has consumer traction and is growing and probably isn't going anywhere anytime soon. So that was the first story. The second one was Credit One Bank and Bright Money partnered to launch embedded credit card tools. And I'm staring at a picture here. If you're on the video pod, I'd recommend you check it out. It's on Spotify and YouTube, and you'll stare at a screen from their landing page. It says the world's first AI loan assistant, and it looks something. I actually think they called it Loan GPT. Loan GPT is what I saw when I was playing with this earlier today, and I was trying to get to this product that they call Bright AI, your loan assistant. So the story here was that Credit One Bank integrated its credit products into the Bright Money app. This came via a newswire, a PR newswire, granting more than 1 million users direct access to 3 of their Visa products. So so this is kind of a partnership announcement. I wanted to use this announcement as an excuse to kind of get familiar with this product because I haven't really played with it. And trying to enroll and get to the AI part, I gave my I gave my name, address, SSN. I even plaid linked to my secondary checking account. This is kind of the one I use for kicking around fintech products. And I couldn't get to the AI. And in fact, I think I might be getting charged $13 a month. So I'm going to be in the app later to see if I can cancel that, or if anyone works at Bright Money and can help me with that, I'd appreciate it. So in any case, I'd like to get to that Bright AI loan assistant and comment on it, but I couldn't quite get there. So maybe I was taking the wrong path. I was on the web experience. So, but anyways, I thought it was interesting that Credit One Bank is kind of more directly integrating and leaning in here on this channel. And then the third story for today is Aven launched their Bitcoin-backed Visa card with up to $1 million credit limits. So if you've been following Aven, you probably associate them with home equity-backed credit cards and just home equity products in general. I just looked at their website today. Their home equity-backed credit card goes up to credit limits as high as $400,000. This Bitcoin-backed Visa goes up to $1 million. And again, I think their mission, based on what they talk about online, is to I'm at their website reading about their mission. They describe themselves as reinventing credit to help people build wealth. Aven's mission is to deliver the lowest cost and most transparent access to capital at scale. By giving people credit for what they own, we've saved our customers millions, and we're just getting started. So secured lines of credit across various asset classes. So will be interesting to see this story play out, but I personally think this Bitcoin card is pretty cool as a Bitcoin holder. And I'll be watching to see, what folks have to say about that product. And then we have a couple minutes before we wrap today's episode. So I want to remind you all that we're planning a large event in San Francisco that we're really excited about on September 23rd. It's going to be at the Exploratorium. If you've not been there, it's by the water, overlooking the Bay Bridge. Really awesome view. September in SF is like summer everywhere else, so it tends to be warm, blue skies, sunny. So we have indoor and outdoor space that can host up to 175 people. And I have some crazy ideas on what we might do there, and I'd love your take. If you have a strong opinion, either pro or con any of these ideas, I'll just float them now. So I've noticed a lot of people come to events like this just for the networking. So what if we went maximalist and just decided no speakers and no panels? That's kind of idea one. Idea two, like a pitch competition. So maybe like a Shark Tank style pitch, very short pitches where new lenders can pitch themselves to publishers, new publishers can pitch themselves to established lenders. We have a judging panel that scores them, and then the audience can be there as well to give their votes. We'd post results like 60 seconds after the pitch is done. That's the second idea. The third idea is topic-based speed networking. So we give folks a choice between 5 topics, and we'll match you to 5 other people who chose the same topic. You talk for 15 minutes. Our app instantly sends you their contact information, so that if any good conversations need to be, or any threads to chase, you can do that with their contact info. For debates, so identifying senior, well-respected voices in our niche with strong opposing opinions, we let them duke it out on stage, and you vote for who won the debate in real time. And then lastly, idea number 5 is a deal room. So you'd walk in with contract templates and potential partners, and we'd accommodate the space and time to have the negotiation, complete all the red lines, and get deals actually signed. The idea here would be to condense what could be 90 plus days easily of back and forth over email to 90 minutes or less right at the conference. So with that, please email me if you're interested in participating in that event, or if you have strong opinions on how we might schedule or how we might organize this thing. Find me at carlos@newmarketgrowth.com. And with that, we'll wrap for this week. I'll see you next Friday.